Welcome to the channel. Today we're counting down the top 4 most valuable Washington quarter-dollar coins. Coins that could make you a millionaire. These rare finds hide in pocket change, old jars, and family collections. So let's get started. First up, the Washington quarter-dollar from 1974, a classic piece of American coinage that has circulated through countless hands and carries decades of history. This specific example comes without a mint mark, meaning it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use mint marks on quarters at that time. Even in circulated condition, this coin holds importance for collectors who appreciate vintage U.S. coinage. The 1974 Washington quarter belongs to a generation of coins created during a transitional era in American history. It arrived just after the removal of silver from regular circulating quarters in the mid-1960s. By 1974, all standard Washington quarters were made from a copper-nickel-clad alloy, giving them durability and a distinctive silver-like shine when new. On the obverse, the coin features the iconic profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. In circulated condition, Washington's hair, cheek, and jawline typically show smoothing and wear. Your coin may have lost some of the sharper details, but its foundational design remains bold and recognizable. Above Washington's portrait, the motto Liberty arches across the top of the coin. Circulation often softens its edges, but the word usually stays clear enough to read. This design element has been part of every modern quarter, connecting the coin's message to America's core values. The date, 1974, sits below Washington's profile, and on circulated coins, the numerals often appear flattened or lightly worn. The clarity of the date is important for collectors, as it helps establish the exact year of minting and ensures the coin's authenticity. Even when worn, a readable date maintains the coin's appeal. Since the coin has no mint mark, this identifies it as a Philadelphia Mint issue. During 1974, Philadelphia struck millions of these quarters, making them common in circulation. However, collectors still find these coins interesting because many examples display unique wear patterns, toning, and character after decades of use. The phrase "In God We Trust" sits to the left of Washington's profile. This area often experiences wear first, especially on heavily circulated examples. The motto represents a traditional part of U.S. currency, and its condition helps evaluate the overall grade of the coin. Turning to the reverse, the 1974 quarter displays a majestic eagle perched on a bundle of arrows with 2 olive branches beneath. This design symbolizes both America's strength and its desire for peace. On circulated coins, the eagle's wings, feathers, and legs may show significant smoothing. The lettering, United States of America, arcs boldly across the top of the reverse. Even in circulated condition, this inscription usually remains clear because it sits high near the rim, protected from the deepest wear. Collectors always check for strong reverse lettering as a positive feature. Below the eagle, you'll find the denomination, quarter dollar. The letters may appear slightly faded on circulated examples, but the text usually remains readable. The clarity of the denomination helps preserve both the identity and overall attractiveness of the coin. The reverse also features the motto E Pluribus Unum, located above the eagle. Depending on the degree of wear, the motto may be crisp or somewhat faint. This Latin phrase, meaning out of many one, reflects the unity of the nation and adds depth to the coin's design. Because this coin is clad rather than silver, its color and shine depend heavily on its storage and exposure over time. Circulated coins from 1974 often show darker edges, patches of dull gray, or subtle copper tones peeking through where the outer layers have thinned. The rim of the coin plays a key role in evaluating its condition. A circulated 1974 quarter without a mint mark may show rim wear, flattening, or small nicks from decades of handling. A strong rim suggests the coin has moderate wear, while a weakened rim indicates heavy circulation. Over time, copper-nickel quarters develop scratches, contact marks, and abrasions from collisions with other coins. These signs of use tell the story of how the coin traveled. Instead of detracting, these natural imperfections give your circulated example a unique look. Even though the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these quarters, finding older ones in circulation today is becoming rarer each year. Many were removed by collectors, melted during metal surges, or simply lost. This makes each surviving piece a little more special. Collectors examine the fields. These are the flat areas around Washington's portrait and the eagle. In circulated condition, the fields may appear cloudy, scratched, or marked. These surface characteristics help determine where the coin falls on the grading scale. The 1974 quarter plays a role in U.S. coin history because it came just before the U.S. Mint planned to redesign the quarter for the bicentennial celebration in 1976. That means this coin represents the final years of the classic eagle reverse before it temporarily changed. Some circulated examples show light discoloration or dark spots caused by environmental exposure. These marks are normal and add personality to the coin. Collectors often prefer original surfaces with natural aging over coins that have been polished or cleaned. Your circulated 1974 quarter without a mint mark has likely been part of everyday American life, from grocery stores and gas stations to vending machines and savings jars. Every mark and worn detail reflects a piece of that long history. At 50 years old, this coin has survived across generations. It may not be rare, but its age and journey give it a nostalgic charm that modern coins simply don't have. Many collectors enjoy holding these coins because they represent a tangible link to America's past. Because of its affordability, the 1974 Philadelphia quarter is a great coin for beginners studying wear, mint marks, and the classic Washington design. It serves as a practical example for learning the grading scale from good to very fine. The beauty of circulated coins like this one lies not in perfection but in character. The softened details, light scratches, and subtle changes in surface tone all come together to create a coin with a story. Each piece carries decades of movement through the hands of everyday Americans. Today, collectors continue to appreciate the 1974 quarter for its accessibility, its historical significance, and the timeless artwork that has made the Washington quarter one of the most familiar coins in U.S. history. Even in circulated condition, your coin remains a meaningful part of that story. The 1974 no-mint mark Washington quarter stands today as a vintage piece that brings history, design, and nostalgia together. As we wrap up this video script, remember that every circulated coin has a journey worth sharing, and this 1974 Philadelphia quarter is no exception. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from 1965 holds a special and powerful position in today's coin market, especially the version without a mint mark that survives in very fine condition. This coin represents a turning point in U.S. coinage history and has grown into a highly demanded collectible with impressive value potential. As more collectors and investors focus on transitional-era coins, the 1965 quarter has surged in popularity, becoming a standout piece with rising attention and strong auction performance. The history of the 1965 Washington quarter begins with a major change in the United States Mint. Prior to 1965, quarters were made of 90% silver, but rising silver prices forced the mint to shift to a copper-nickel-clad composition. The 1965 quarter became the very first year of this new metal formula, making it a historic milestone and giving the coin a significance that continues to attract collectors worldwide. This change in composition also marked an end and a beginning at the same time. Collectors admire the 1965 quarter because it represents the moment when U.S. circulating coinage moved away from silver forever. The history behind this transition adds powerful collector appeal, turning the 1965 quarter into a must-have piece for anyone who studies or collects American numismatics. The obverse of the 1965 quarter features the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Washington faces left with dignity and strength, a profile that has become one of the most recognizable images in all of American coinage. Even in very fine condition, the portrait remains sharp and impressive, showcasing the bold design details that collectors love. The reverse of the coin displays the majestic eagle, wings spread with a commanding presence. The strong lines, detailed feathers, and clean central composition make this a visually powerful coin. In very fine condition, the eagle's design remains clear and attractive, giving the 1965 quarter remarkable eye appeal and making it an excellent display piece. One unique feature of the 1965 quarter is the absence of a mint mark. During this period, the U.S. Mint removed mint marks to discourage coin hoarding, which was a serious concern at the time. As a result, all 1965 quarters were struck without a mint mark, turning this simple detail into a meaningful part of the coin's identity. Collectors value this feature because it connects the coin to a unique moment in U.S. monetary history. Although millions of these coins were minted, the supply of well-preserved examples has dropped dramatically over time. Circulation wore out many coins, but those that remain in very fine condition hold strong market demand. These quality examples show crisp devices, clean lettering, and good surface preservation, all of which add to the coin's desirability and rising long-term value. Rarity in today's action market does not always mean low mintage. Instead, it often refers to surviving condition. Very fine condition 1965 quarters are considered collectible rarities because they greatly outperform heavily worn examples. Their strong detail and attractive appearance make them the type of coins buyers compete for in online listings, auctions, and private sales. Today's collectors specifically look for 1965 quarters with sharp rims, good luster traces, and minimal surface marks. Coins with these qualities perform extremely well on the market. High-quality examples help set record prices in recent sales, proving that demand for this transitional year quarter continues to grow strongly. Market momentum for this coin has been particularly impressive. With interest in historical and transitional coinage at an all-time high, the 1965 Washington quarter has become a powerful addition to any collection. Very fine examples are showing excellent activity, with prices climbing steadily as more collectors recognize their importance and invest in quality pieces. Current market values vary depending on surface quality, but very fine examples consistently command strong prices. Their value continues to rise because they represent a historical milestone and remain visually appealing, making them ideal coins for both new collectors and experienced investors seeking long-term growth. Collectors also appreciate the solid durability of the copper-nickel clad composition. This metal mixture resists corrosion and discoloration, meaning coins that have been preserved well maintain their beauty for decades. A 1965 quarter in very fine condition still radiates strong details and visual strength, a major reason it performs well in competitive markets today. For collectors searching for top examples, it is important to examine the coin's edges, portrait details, and eagle feathers. Strong design clarity in these areas points to a premium piece. Purchasing coins from reputable sellers ensures authenticity and maximizes investment confidence, especially as this coin continues to experience high demand. One of the exciting aspects of the 1965 quarter is its broad appeal. It attracts new collectors who are fascinated by its history, experienced collectors who appreciate its rarity in high-grade condition, and investors who recognize its growing market performance. This wide interest keeps the coin's demand strong and ensures its place among the most desirable quarters of the modern era. Displaying this coin in a collection adds a strong visual and historical presence. Its clean design, important background, and shining condition make it a standout element in any showcase. Many collectors proudly feature the 1965 quarter as a symbol of the evolution of U.S. currency. In conclusion, the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark in very fine condition remains one of the most historically important and highly demanded coins in the modern U.S. series. Its transitional significance, strong visual appeal, quality preservation, and impressive performance in today's action market make it a powerful addition to any collection. For collectors and investors seeking a coin with rising value, rich history, and exceptional popularity, the 1965 Washington quarter stands tall as a top choice with long-lasting potential. The 1967 Washington quarter dollar stands as one of the most exciting and highly demanded coins in today's modern collectible market, especially the version without a mint mark that has survived in very fine condition. This coin carries a powerful historical story and has become a major attention grabber among collectors and investors who recognize its growing value and strong market performance. With rising interest in transitional and mid-century American coinage, the 1967 quarter has earned a prominent place in the coin world. The history of the 1967 Washington quarter begins during a time of significant change at the United States Mint. From 1965 to 1967, the Mint removed mint marks from all coins to prevent hoarding during the coin shortage. This makes the 1967 quarter part of a unique 3-year period where every coin was struck without identifying its mint of origin, adding historical weight that collectors deeply respect. The decision to remove mint marks was part of a broader effort to stabilize the nation's coin supply after the removal of silver from circulating coinage. The 1967 quarter was struck in copper-nickel clad composition, continuing the new era of non-silver coinage that began in 1965. Because it comes from this transitional period, it carries enormous historical importance and stands out as a must-own piece for collectors focusing on U.S. monetary evolution. The obverse of the 1967 quarter features the timeless portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Even in very fine condition, the details of Washington's hair, the sharp profile, and the strong lettering remain vibrant, giving the coin outstanding eye appeal and making it ideal for collectors who value crisp historical artwork. The reverse of the coin displays the commanding eagle with spread wings, a symbol of American strength and freedom. The bold feathers, clean lines, and balanced composition make this one of the most iconic reverse designs in modern coinage. In very fine condition, these details remain highly visible, elevating the beauty and desirability of the 1967 piece. One of the unique features of the 1967 quarter is the complete absence of a mint mark. While this might seem simple on the surface, it actually ties the coin to a rare and fascinating moment in American history. Collectors appreciate this unusual detail because it directly connects the coin to national economic events, giving it a story far deeper than ordinary circulation issues. Another special characteristic of the 1967 Washington quarter is that it was produced during a period of extremely high demand for circulating coinage. While many were struck, far fewer have survived in high-quality condition. Very fine examples stand out sharply because they display strong detail, attractive texture, and minimal heavy wear, making them ideal targets for serious collectors. Rarity today is closely tied to condition rather than just mintage numbers. While millions of coins entered circulation, only a limited supply maintains the sharp details that define a very fine grade. The 1967 quarters that have endured with clean edges, bold lettering, and clear design elements are increasingly difficult to find, which is why they are highly prized in today's action market. Collectors love this coin because it perfectly blends historical significance, strong visual appeal, and rising value. The combination of its transitional-era background, unique no-mint mark feature, and clean preservation makes it a powerful choice for anyone building a high-quality quarter collection. As demand continues rising, the 1967 quarter has become a standout performer. The market activity for the 1967 Washington quarter has been exceptionally strong. Coins that display superior eye appeal and sharp detail command impressive premiums, especially in very fine condition. Auctions, online listings, and private sales consistently show collectors competing for the best-preserved examples, proving that demand is not just steady, it is growing. Current market values reflect this strong demand. While prices vary depending on specific surface quality and clarity of detail, very fine examples bring in solid and rising dollar values. Their performance shows clear upward momentum, making them appealing not only to collectors but also to investors who want long-term growth in the coin market. Collectors seeking top examples pay close attention to the portrait clarity, eagle feather sharpness, and the overall cleanliness of the coin surfaces. Very fine condition coins display all of these qualities beautifully, which is why they are so desirable. Their strong presence and sharpness make them standout display pieces in any collection. Another reason for the increasing popularity of the 1967 quarter is the overall shift toward appreciating historical clad-era coins. Many collectors who grew up with these coins now recognize their historical importance and are actively collecting them. This new wave of interest has pushed the 1967 quarter into the spotlight and boosted its value significantly. The coin's copper-nickel composition also ensures that well-preserved pieces maintain their beauty for decades. Very fine examples still display a bright, appealing surface that catches light and shows off the strong sculpting of the design. This level of visual strength contributes to the coin's desirability and keeps it in high demand. Collectors who want the best pieces often store their coins in protective holders to maintain their current condition. Because high-grade circulated examples are already limited, protecting them ensures that they remain valuable and competitive on the market. This coin responds well to careful storage and rewards collectors with stable and increasing value. The 1967 Washington quarter represents not only a beautiful collectible but also a symbol of the evolving American economy. It holds an emotional and historical depth that connects collectors to the past while maintaining strong financial potential for the future. This combination of history and value keeps it highly desirable and consistently rising in popularity. In conclusion, the 1967 Washington quarter without a mint mark in very fine condition is a standout coin with exceptional historical importance, powerful visual appeal, and strong demand in today's action market. Its role in the transitional era of U.S. coinage, combined with its clean preservation and increasing collector interest, makes it a top-tier choice for anyone seeking a rare, meaningful, and valuable coin. This is a piece that continues to shine, continues to rise, and continues to capture the attention of collectors across the world. The 1983 Washington quarter dollar with the P mint mark has become one of the most talked about and highly demanded modern quarters in today's action market. Even in circulated condition, this coin carries exceptional appeal because of its unique background, scarcity in higher grades, and remarkable collector demand. Many collectors do not realize how special the 1983 quarter truly is until they look closely at its history and current market performance, which continues to rise year after year. The history of the 1983 quarter begins during a time of heavy circulation wear and unusually low collector saving. In 1982 and 1983, the United States Mint did not release official uncirculated sets for the public. Because of this decision, very few pristine 1983 quarters were saved, and the overwhelming majority entered circulation immediately. This simple fact is one of the biggest reasons the 1983 quarter has become a major star in today's market. Collectors today understand that the absence of mint sets for those years drastically reduced the number of high-grade survivors. As a result, even circulated 1983 P quarters are now recognized as essential pieces with strong rising demand. Their historical connection to this unusual minting decision makes them stand out dramatically in the Washington Quarter series. The obverse of the 1983 quarter shows the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Even in circulated condition, the portrait maintains solid detail and a bold overall appearance that gives the coin strong eye appeal. This iconic design has made the Washington Quarter one of America's favorite collectibles, and the 1983 issue remains one of the most hunted among them. On the reverse, the eagle standing proudly with its wings spread offers a powerful visual representation of American strength. Collectors love the strong definition of the wings, talons, and olive branches, which remain visible even after years of circulation. This reverse design, used for decades, adds timeless value and ensures the 1983 quarter remains a standout piece. One of the unique features of the 1983 quarter is the P Mint mark, identifying it as a Philadelphia Mint issue. Because the U.S. Mint produced a significant number of these coins, but most were heavily circulated, well-preserved examples in any condition now carry increased interest. Many collectors are specifically building sets focused on these early 1980s rarities. Another important aspect that elevates the 1983 quarter is its role in the growing appreciation for modern clad coins. As collectors recognize that well-preserved clad issues are much scarcer than originally thought, the 1983 quarter has become a must-have piece with strong future potential. Its high demand reflects the shift toward valuing true survivors rather than just mintage totals. The rarity of the 1983 P quarter becomes clear when collectors try to find examples with strong detail and pleasing surfaces. Circulated coins with eye appeal are becoming harder to find, making each one increasingly valuable. This rarity is driven not by low production but by extremely low preservation, which gives the coin a major advantage in today's market. Collectors appreciate this coin because it connects them to a moment in U.S. Mint history when the priority was circulation, not collecting. This means most 1983 quarters suffered heavy wear, making the survivors today even more remarkable. Every circulated example that still shows the original detail and shape is considered a collectible treasure. The action market for the 1983 quarter has been growing rapidly, with collectors consistently searching for strong examples. Online auctions, coin shows, and private sales reveal that competition for these coins is fierce. Even circulated condition pieces draw significant attention because the supply of attractive coins remains limited. Current market values for the 1983 P quarter continue to rise steadily. The coin's popularity has surged as collectors learn about its scarcity and historical background. Circulated pieces with good detail often sell for impressive premiums, especially when they show strong lettering, clean fields, and solid design visibility. This is a coin where condition rarity drives real value. Investors have also begun paying closer attention to the 1983 quarter, understanding that modern coinage with real scarcity often performs exceptionally well over time. The demand is not temporary. It reflects a major shift in the coin world toward appreciating these underrated pieces. This places the 1983 quarter among the most desirable modern circulation issues. Circulated condition coins still offer the charm of history with the advantage of affordable entry, yet they continue to rise in worth. Collectors who secure strong examples now position themselves ahead of future market growth. The 1983 quarter is known for steady, consistent upward movement, making it an excellent choice for long-term collectors. The durability of the copper-nickel composition ensures that circulated coins still maintain attractive surfaces and clear design elements. When these features remain visible, demand automatically increases. Collectors love owning pieces that reveal both history and resilience, and the 1983 P quarter delivers exactly that combination. Anyone collecting Washington quarters will eventually discover that the 1983 issue stands out sharply against others from the decade. It is a year filled with historical significance, unusual minting circumstances, and low higher-grade survival. This creates a perfect blend of desirability and long-term value potential, ensuring the coin holds a strong place in any collection. Collectors aiming to preserve their coins should store circulated 1983 quarters in protective holders to maintain their condition. Even small improvements in appearance can make a difference in market performance. Protecting this coin today ensures it continues to rise in value and remain a prominent piece for years to come. The 1983p Washington quarter is more than just a circulating coin from the past. It is a powerful reminder of how history shapes value. Collectors appreciate its story, its rarity, and its strong presence in the modern marketplace. Every surviving piece carries undeniable collector energy and continues to shine as demand increases. In conclusion, the 1983 Washington quarter with the P mint mark in circulated condition is a remarkable coin with high demand, rising market value, and exceptional historical importance. It is admired for its beautiful design, its scarcity among modern issues, and its strong performance in today's action market. This is a coin that collectors truly treasure, a coin that continues to rise in value, and a coin that stands proudly as one of the most sought-after quarters of the 1980s.